Morning, everybody. Today is Constitutional Day, the 26th November. On this date, we adopted our Constitution, which was implemented on 26th January 1952. I am Dr. S.B.S. Tikka, Semester 5 student of B.K. Mercantile Law College. I have been assigned to speak on Article 32 of the Constitution. So, Article 32 is the right to constitutional remedies enshrined under Part 3 of the Constitution. Right to constitutional remedies was considered as heart and soul of the Constitution by Dr. Ambedkar in his debate on December 9, 1948. This act guarantees and is the protection of the fundamental rights which have been provided to Indian citizens under the Constitution. You all might be knowing that all the fundamental rights, which include right to equity, right to protection from exploitation, right to follow any religion, right to cultural and educational activities, and all that, which are embedded in Article 14 to Article 30 of the Constitution. Now, the Article 32(1) gives us guarantee that if there is any infringement of any right, fundamental right, anyone can approach to the Supreme Court. If we compare Article 32 and Article 226, the main difference is that Article 32 has a wider jurisdiction, while Article 226, which is for the High Courts, and it is not only for fundamental rights but also for other civil rights. So today I will be just focusing on Article 32 rather than Article 226. The landmark cases pertain to this article are this Menka Gandhi case, then Vishakha versus Government of Rajasthan case, and MC Mehta cases on environment protection. Now, Article 32 not only provides the fundamental right, but Article 32(2) gives the court has different writs, 5 particular writs, which are habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, and certiorari. Now, Article 32 is the basic feature of our Constitution, and it cannot be amended even through amendment in the Constitution. Now, during these days, we see that the police and government also is violating the fundamental rights of the people. Article 32 of the Constitution enables access to apex court, that is the Supreme Court, to every person, not only Indian but foreigner too, who are on our land. Now, in case of the case, I will quote Chandra Kumar versus Union of India 1997. Similarly, the case of Sampath Kumar and Union of India 1987, where the Supreme Court has given that it is the integral and essential feature of the Constitution. There has been a very controversial statement by our CJ. That is, the Supreme Court wants to discourage petition under Article 32 and asked High Court to exercise their power to protect the Constitution. Now, the recent case of Arnab Goswami is very critical in this respect. Arnab Goswami, for his interim bail in a abatement to suicide case, was not given bail by High Court of Bombay and he approached to Session Court. Subsequently, he approached to Supreme Court, where his case was put on urgent hearing, and within 6 days he was granted bail under Article 32. But if we compare other cases, similar cases which are happening in our country, for example, the Goswami case, for example, the case of Siddiq Kappan, who was proceeding to, he's a journalist, and who was proceeding to Hathras to cover the Hathras, that rape and further murder case. He was arrested under UPAP by UP police, and the Association of Kerala Journalists approached to Supreme Court for his bail, but he was not granted by Supreme Court the bail, and he was asked to approach to UP High Court. Similarly, many certain cases are there. Another case I will quote of Sumit Thakkar, where the senior advocate of Sumit Thakkar was Mahesh Jethmalani. Sumit Thakkar gave derogative comments on Twitter to Uddhav Thackeray, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and other ministers. But he was not given bail by the Bombay High Court. He approached the Supreme Court, where he was denied, and subsequently was asked to approach to the courts, that is the High Court of Bombay, though his case was bailable. And the Council of Maharashtra, they also say that all the investigation is over and he can be given bail. His advocate commented that it is shocking that Supreme Court is not considering his case, but the CJI commented that we are shock proof. Such type of cases are a normal routine to the Supreme Court, and there is no shock related to this. Now similar cases if we see in case of Koregaon Bhima, where Vara Rao, whose age is 80 years, he is still in Bombay jail. The other person along with him was Swami Rao. He was a church father. He is a patient of Parkinson's disease, and he requested that he should be provided straw for drinking water, but even that was denied. So if we see that this Article 32, Vara Rao, age of 80 years, where Article 21 is in picture, that is right to life, and he has been denied, and till today his case has not been heard under Article 32 of our Constitution. This is not only, but there are many other, the young cultural artist Jyoti Jagtap, the Jamia Millia JNU students, large numbers are there, who have not been granted approach to the Supreme Courts, and their case has been denied. So I will like to conclude with this, that Article 32 as on today is right for all, or for a favored law for few. With these few words, I end my talk. Thank you very much for patience hearing. Thank you again.